behind you, Paul.
Hey everyone, First Order here, and in this video, well, it's a different type of video. I will be doing, for the first time ever, a season prediction, and what I would want for a season in Battlefront 2. Now, I've been holding off for doing season predictions. I know a lot of other Battlefront YouTubers have been doing them, but I've been waiting for the official confirmation on Starfighter Assault and how it works so I could implement that into my season prediction. Anyway, the first one I want to do is a Rebels season. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but trust me, if everything that's on my list is implemented into the game, it would be perfect. Anyway, let's start off with Starfighter Assault. Now, this season would be more heavy on heroes. In my list, I have 8 in total. There's 2 I want on each side, definitely, 100%. Then I have 1 on each side for a space hero, and then I have a 3rd hero as a maybe, because I only want 2 maps and 2 game modes in this season. I want it to be focused on new heroes added to the game. Anyway, let's start off with Starfighter Assault. Since we now know how Starfighter Assault starts, it's going to have 3 phases, similar to Galactic Assault. And I want the main planet to be Adelon, the rebel base that was seen in Season 3. Now, Phase 1 would be the rebels just defending their ships. In the show, the rebels try to find out a way how to escape and how to jump into hyperspeed. So this would be the perfect time for the rebels to find out how to escape, try to jump into hyperspeed. Now, the Imperials can win this by just destroying all of their capital ships. It's the rebels' job to protect their ships while they plan on escaping the Imperial blockade. It's just a 4-minute timer, 4 to 5 minutes while they plan to escape. Phase 2, on the other hand, will be started after the 4 minutes is over. A Nebulon B frigate will jump into hyperspeed and be sent right back into the battle and be destroyed by Imperial Star Destroyers. This will show the rebels that there is an interdictor cruiser somewhere in the fleet. And this is our Phase 2, where the rebels go on the offensive. The rebels will then try to destroy the interdictor. If the rebels don't destroy the interdictor in time, then the Imperial Star Destroyers destroy the entire fleet. If they do, Phase 3 initiates, and that's when the rebel ships start heading towards the way to get out. Note, I would probably have the Imperial Star Destroyers be able to do damage to the ships, make it more accurate anyway. The rebels ships will start heading towards a destination, and if they don't make it to destination in time, because the Imperial destroys all of their ships, then they lose. But if they jump into hyperspace, if at least 1 ship makes it into hyperspace, the rebels win. Since we're talking about space, let's talk about the space heroes that I would add. First one is the Ghost. Obviously, this was coming. And it would be piloted by Hera. This would be the way I would add Hera into the game. And for the Empire, I'd add the Grand Inquisitor TIE Advanced Prototype. I know he's dead during that time, but just deal with it. Who cares? Maul is dead. Well, actually, he's not dead during the Clone Wars, but he's not seen with any clones ever, so they can add that. Now let's work our way into Galactic Assault, the main game mode of this season. The opening cinematic would have the Star Destroyers raining hell down onto Adelon base, weakening the shield generator. On all these phases, the Empire would be on the offensive. Phase 1, you have to protect the AT-ATs and let them get into the shield generator without being damaged. For the Rebellion, since you won't be able to destroy the AT-ATs in general, you can weaken them and focus your firepower on their heads, which would destroy their laser cannons. That's really the only real reason I can see the Rebellion winning the first phase. Second phase, take down the Adelon shield generator. Either yourself as stormtroopers walking into the base and destroying it, or escort your AT-ATs there. I don't know which one would really work. I forget which one was happened in the show, but either or is perfect. The third phase is kind of essentially blast. Kill as much rebels as possible. Now this would be a very different type of Galactic Assault, considering everything else is kind of objective based. But this is just raining hell trying to kill as much rebels as possible before they escape. This would kind of be like a prequel to the Starfighter Assault. All the rebels that escape would go into Starfighter Assault. I like the idea of the third phase in Galactic Assault just being blast and having a different tone rather than everything having an objective. Anyway, let's move on to the heroes that I would add in this season. The 2 I would definitely add for the Rebellion is Kanan and Ezra. These both would add Jedis to the Rebellion, considering we only really get Luke, and if they're ballsy and add Ben Kenobi, then we'd have the whole team. The third maybe one that I'd add was Sabine. I'd be okay without her, but if they add her, I'd be perfectly fine with that. And finally, the Empire. 100% must add Grand Admiral Thrawn. He would be the perfect officer-type villain for the Empire. And the Grand Inquisitor. Those 2 100% must be in the game for this season. And if they want to, why don't they add older Darth Maul as a skin for the new Maul and have him as a villain. Anyway, that's what I would add if I was personally behind the Star Wars Rebels season for Battlefront 2. Do you agree with what I would add, or do you think it's completely stupid and they should add something else for the Rebel season? Now, this is just a prediction. None of this was 100% confirmed, so it's a theory. Wait, no, wrong channel. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff. And if you are new, why don't you subscribe for all things Star Wars? This is the First Order, signing out.
You cannot kill Sith.